This is the Negro Ninja, and today I just want to say you gotta watch these hoes. All right, because a hoe is more or less like motherfuckers at work. They seem like they're approachable. Okay, they seem like they got a lot to talk about, but it's just bait to draw you in. All right. Once again, there's always people that seem like they got some sense. And once you engage, you see how much sense these motherfuckers don't really have. Bitches are the word, and the word is a bitch. So this applies to every motherfucker. But since bitch come from man, her flaws is going to be more exaggerated when it comes to shit like this. Hence, why you can't talk to these bitches at all without some shit going sour. All right. Now, the ones you really want to watch out for is them bitches talking about Jesus. All right. You got to watch out for these hoes talking about Jesus. Let me see if I can find this chick real quick. All right. So she basically shares stuff like a woman's heart must be so hidden in God that a man has to seek him to find her. Okay. Now, nobody's perfect. Okay. However, there are some things that you just should not be doing when you're talking about Jesus. It's one thing to watch porn or etc. But to be out there doing some whole shit is some whole shit. Okay. How the hell are you gonna be talking this type of shit and you have, like a OnlyFans, some chicks got a Patreon, but it's just a glorified it's a sneaky way of getting an OnlyFans. Because if you look at what's being offered on the Patreon, it's the same damn thing. Okay, so there's so many ways that hoes can just go into hiding while doing dumb shit. Okay, and if you're not thinking critically, you'll just think, "Oh, I finally found a woman that's of God. A woman that's of God. Maybe I can finally get to, you know, intermingle and just have a decent conversation because she speaks about God so much." Okay, and to be honest with you, who cares about what hoes post on social media? Okay, hoes are notorious for quoting inspirational stuff and doing the exact opposite. Loyalty. She's a hoe. God help you if that bitch get it tattooed on her. All right. You just can't really indulge in this type of stuff right here. Because hoes just like to put a narrative out there and they like to control this narrative. This is one of the main reasons why you can be a creep at any given moment to a hoe, despite the fact that you ain't doing nothing creepy. Okay, it's just like a man calling a woman a cute name. She hates it. Let a hoe call each other cute. It's a whole other thing. Oh, thank you. Okay, but it's creepy if a dude said and she don't want to hear something cute. Okay, and part of that reason is because they know what they be thinking when they call you cute. Oh, that's cute. Okay, they know what the hell they doing. All right, all right. Hoes like to control the narrative. So when she's talking this, that, and this about righteousness and Jesus Christ, the only thing you're supposed to do is simply nod your head in agreement. Yes, yes, because she's still the same bitch as every other bitch. Okay, but it's like I said in the I forgot the exact title of the video, but I think it's called something like "You Think You're on the Same Page, but You're Not," or something along them lines. Just like these type of people, like I said, wisdom is out there. It's vast as in books. It's at the tip of your fingers on this computer or on your phone. Okay, you don't even have to comprehend this stuff. Okay, you can just say it. Okay, but once again, you don't have to know how to wield a weapon, but you can still do it. Especially if you know how to make it look flashy. Just like somebody using nunchucks. It doesn't really take a lot to make nunchucks look flashy. I would find my nunchucks, but I ain't got enough room if I did find it. Okay. And the nunchucks is doing all the work as long as you're not hitting yourself upside the head with it. But when you actually using nunchucks to attack, you have to think about the recoil, and etc. All types of shock that goes into hitting somebody with nunchucks. It ain't gonna be as smooth as you just switching it and all this type of stuff. You gotta bounce it back, knowing when to switch and do it again and stuff like that. Okay, it's basically like watching somebody do an exhibition or a cool cotter. Oh, that's a badass. Okay, no the fuck they're not. Okay, can they use it for real? Okay, and it's just so easy to dazzle motherfuckers. Okay, a lot of people talking don't know what the fuck they talking about. They just got access to talk about it. All right, I forgot where I stopped it. I had this pause for so long, but I think I was saying something along the lines of everybody's wisdom is accessible to others. Okay, and like I say, hoes are very notorious. Okay, for trying to place something here to make themselves look better. So at this point, hoes themselves even use other people's shit as makeup. Okay, it's not about what's on the inside, it's about your personality. So you think that bitches don't try to put makeup on their personalities by quoting shit to make themselves seem sophisticated? Niggas try to do the shit as well. Okay, hence why they be some bitch ass niggas when they always copying motherfucker shit. All right. They like to dress it up. Now I'm trying to think about something that Todd McFarlane said. He's a cool comic book artist, and I like him spew wisdom in his interviews because he be saying stuff without being condescending. And one thing that he said that before he got good, he would do a whole bunch of flashy stuff to take you off the fact that his comic book panels at that time wasn't where he is right now. Okay, he say that the mediocre people try to do flashy stuff to distract you from the fact that they're mediocre. Same thing about people in general, especially hoes and bitch ass niggas. But it's mostly about the hoes. Okay, because they do this shit worse than anybody. All right. Like I say, when they put this narrative out there, you never add to the shit. There's nothing you can add. That's all just to fill her whole ego up. Somebody that just want to talk deep, don't add shit. Okay, that's to fuel his ego. These people don't really have nothing to talk about. Okay, now once again, it's like I'm saying, you being you and you talking about things that piss you off, and there's lots of wisdom in there. You may get cursed out for saying these things. Your observation. Who the fuck are you to think this? You bitter motherfucker. Okay, so you're bitter for pointing out people that are doing bitter things. They're handing you stuff to eat and it's bitter, but you the one that's bitter. That don't, it don't make any sense. But that's how people think. Yet when people try to imitate you and duplicate you, then all of a sudden it's cool. Okay, and they might even like that person better than you for being 100%. Okay, all right, because one has to even think. Okay, why do people say half the stuff they want to say anyway? Like this particular chick, if you hear a chick talking about Jesus, lots of times they want to start talking about being celibate. And when a hoe is talking about being celibate, that's a red flag anyway. Because as mysterious as bitches want to act about sex, she don't mind saying that she has zero body counts. It don't make any sense. Well, I may not have zero body counts, but I haven't had body counts for over a year. Like they're supposed to make it better. Okay, don't try to use some flashy shit to distract us from the fact that you was a hoe. Okay, because that means you've been fucking enough to get bored with it. That's all I'm hearing right here. Okay, when hoes talk about being celibate, that means you've been fucking so much that you tired of fucking. And you just bored with it. And you gotta let the whole world. I'm bored with fucking. I just had to stop. Alright. These hoes are not out there for your pleasure. They're out there for their pleasure. Just like whoredom. It's not to even pleasure herself, it's to escape. Okay. So she's not gonna do it like if a chick is like for instance, if a chick just, giving it to you regularly and you make it known that she's making your life better by doing that, guess what's going to happen? She's going to disappear. Okay, show appreciation for that shit, see what happens. Okay, if a chick is just going to hand you some pussy regularly, you don't say shit. Okay, trust me on that one. Because that's not the goal. She's not out there to do good. Just like she's not out there to do good by just talking philosophy and trying to say stuff that is helpful. Okay, like I said, it applies to just dudes as well. Like a lot of dudes. Okay, like a lot of motherfuckers on YouTube. Motherfuckers ain't got no real substance to what they say, they just copycats. All right. Now let me get to this point before I forget because I just had beef with a chick, okay, over some New Year's resolution shit. Okay, and it pissed me off because we seem to be on the same page. We talk about a lot of the same stuff. We complain about the same things. This is the type of chick that would share this type of quote because she shared this quote talking about, let me see if she still got it up here. Okay, talking about some people will simply agree when it's not you. You know, and I talk about this all the time. Let me see if it's still up there. Because it's a meme. Okay, and it's one of the main reasons why you got to watch hoes that like to share memes a lot too. I'm trying to think. All right, people will like something until you do it or something along them lines. But you know, I talk about that all the time anyway. Okay, so you would think that she got a little bit of sense. Okay, but she's talking about New Year's resolution and how she can't wait to kick down 2021. Okay, you know, talking about setting goals and etc. And hold on, I know it's scary because we used to see, we're used to the way things are and all. You know, it sounds like she got some sense. Okay, what's your New Year's resolution? I said, I just want my actions to piss off the wicked. Okay, as much righteous shit as she taught 24/7, you would think that's going to go well with her. But to be honest with you, I already knew something stupid like this was going to happen. So I just wanted to test the waters. All right, let's see. I hate wickedness. You know, you're talking good. I hate wickedness. So the ball is in your court. How you gonna respond to it? And sure enough, my prediction was correct. Okay, hold on. Let me see if it's still up here. I try to bring out love and joy and peace and kindness to brighten our world. Okay, and then I commented and I said, so if these things happen to anger the wicked, would you stop doing it? This is the first time I have ever seen this woman delete a comment, and that was the comment she deleted. Then she stopped looking at my messages that I be sending her and stuff. Okay, she would usually interact with the messages, but she just flat out cut me off. Like I say, it's very funny how when I cut a bitch off, okay, stupid shit happened. You remember I even lost my job over that, my last job I just had. All because I cut a woman off for doing me wrong. But if she decided to not fuck with me, that's something I would have to deal with. But when they don't want to fuck with you, it can be off the smallest thing. You can blink the wrong way. I don't like the way you sip that wine, Negro Ninja. You know, you didn't take any classes on etiquette. You're supposed to sip it like this. You might want to swish it around in your mouth too much. And you know, I'm just done with you altogether, sir. We just cannot be associates anymore because you're just not swishing the wine before you drink it. Wine is not Kool-Aid, sir. Okay, you like I said, you and a bitch could say the same exact thing, but it just wasn't the way I like it. You know, we on the same, we talking about the same shit, but you just didn't say it the way I like it. Okay, very strange stuff. All right, but that just goes you to show you the dynamics between people that are real and people that are fake. Okay, somebody that's real, you will be able to listen to their venting and their rants, and you would genuinely get something up out of that. It teaches you something. Okay, because this same person is actually learning doing the rants. You know, the teacher, you know, like a good teacher learns from himself as well. Okay, while these people just want to be seen and heard. All right, because when you give more insight onto the topic at hand, okay, like say for instance, if I'm sitting up here talking about, you know, a boxing match and I know how to box or something. Okay, and if we all just talking about, man, you know, this person here is just so quick with his flicker jab, or he's so quick with this right hook, this cross or whatever. Okay, so we just sit around complaining. Okay, and whoever decides to add to it just basically gets shunned. Yeah, I'm tired of that shit too. So what I started doing was like this. I just started putting my hand up, just started blocking like this and stuff like that. And they'll just look at you like, you just block why you ain't taking a hit. You ain't tough. Because these are wannabes. They think that taking hits make them stronger. When it's all about getting hit little to zero times. That's just an example. It probably don't really quite apply to that perfectly. But I'm gonna keep this take anyway. Right. But the point is, you was in this shit. You was in. You know how to. You just know how to maneuver. You're real to this shit. They're not. They just want to look tough. You know, like one of my old karate teachers, like the Kyokushin teacher that I despise. You gonna get hit when you fight. I just decide where. And like I said, I could do a whole video breaking down the stupidity of that statement that you should never hear a motherfucker that is teaching some shit say ever in life. Okay, but it's just stupid. Okay, he just there for the power. Okay, that people give him by letting them train. I mean, by letting him train them. All right, they're getting off on standing on the soapbox. That's really all it is. Okay, because when you're on the soapbox, you can't help nobody else get on there. It's only enough room for one motherfucker. Let me look at how this shit look on Google real quick. Hold on. All right, just as I suspected, it's just a little bigger than a shoebox. It's only enough room for one motherfucker. And it ain't you. It ain't you, nigga. That's what it's all about. All right. These people ain't no different than a motherfucker that's from rags to riches and then get up there and then want to talk shit to everybody that's not rich. I'm like, motherfucker, you was poor a second ago. Why you trying to, like motherfuckers get on here and then just constantly talk about the broke man's mindset versus the rich man's mindset. That's one of the main reasons why I even hated Facebook. They was notorious for that shit. I'm gonna shut your broke ass up. Working a little $8, $12 job. Shut the fuck up. Fuck you know about some rich mentality trying to shut his shit. Okay. But and even if they are rich, they still got the same freaking mindset. They're just monsters. They ain't no true millionaires. Okay. And that's right there even gave me less respect for millionaires as a whole because I see so many idiots becoming one. I'm like, shit, if they, oh, that motherfucker dumb as shit, you ain't finna get up here talking shit to me, you dumb as shit still. Okay. So that's why I'm like, if these motherfuckers can do it, I know damn well I could be one shit. Okay, but the real issue, I mean, the point is, it's not hard. That's why people be trying to hinder motherfuckers. Okay, the devil knows this too. You know it, he know it. If you know you can do something easily, motherfuckers around you know it, and they sabotage your ass. But just like the soapbox motherfuckers, they're not there to help you. They just there to look good. Okay, look taller than what they are. Right. So going back to the New Year's resolution thing that that a chick just started beefing with me over. You want to do good and spread light and joy, but you don't want a man to say that he wants to anger the wicked. When if you knew what the fuck he was talking about, you would know that those very actions would be the actions that will anger the wicked. So therefore, you're wicked for getting mad at some shit like that. And that's all I got to say for this rant. Okay, now before I close this out, let me go ahead and summarize some more based off of that. Okay, tie this in together with the other shit that I said earlier. Okay, they want to talk deep. And then when the deep motherfuckers start talking with them, they get offended. Okay, because a fool pretending to be wise is reminded that they are a fool. Now, this has been the Negro Ninja bringing you your Negro message for today. Negro out.